Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about a new special committee on investigations guaranteed to, in fact, designed to make Fulton County DA Fani Willis's life miserable and impede and even if they can scuttle the trial of the multiple defendants, including Donald Trump, down in Fulton County. All right, this is the latest in what's been an ongoing effort by the Republican state legislature to sort of get control over local DAs, some of whom, like Willis, come from Democratic strongholds and have policies and go after people or not, depending for purposes that will often strike the Republican legislature as objectionable. And they passed a bill to generally monitor them and have power to remove them, you may recall, like a year ago, and it provided for the Supreme Court to have a big role. And the Supreme Court said, that's a separation of powers problem for us. I don't think we can do that, and struck it down. And so the latest effort on that bill is to try to pass it again, but without the need for Supreme Court oversight, but it hasn't passed yet. In the meantime, and as the allegations of impropriety or just messy behavior against Willis blossomed, mostly arising out of the alleged affair with Nathan Wade, a lead prosecutor on the case, the Georgia Republican legislature passed, a special committee on investigations, thing that Republicans are wont to do these days. Look at Jim Jordan and on the federal system. And it doesn't have any real power to do anything, but it doesn't matter because it's designed basically to just peck at and make trouble for Fani Willis. So the newly minted Special Committee on Investigations, it has one very significant power, which is to call witnesses with subpoenas, so swear witnesses in and force them to talk. And just this morning, we now have the 9 members. 6 of them are Republicans, and the first 2 are the ones who've been the spearheads of the whole effort to oversee. I put in scare quotes because really to try to intimidate and control the work of local DAs. But now all of this, the special committee is special because it's targeted completely on Fani Willis. So we now know the 9 members. We know they're not able to do anything other than what Republicans on the national level have managed to do to strong effect, which is make witnesses show up and issue reports. So that's what's going to happen. And to me, I see it as a long process that, is like an albatross on the prosecution itself, where, now we're calling in the housekeeper for the former wife of Nathan Wade or that kind of stuff, swear them in, and there's another news bite that keeps this alive and keeps either develops or just sort of keeps breathing life into the what is an ugly, seamy scandal that doesn't reflect well on Fani Willis. On the one hand, I don't mean the affair itself, but the hiring of Wade under those circumstances. But it doesn't, no one has at least shown it has anything to do with the case itself. But the agenda here obviously will be to drag down or try to cast a shadow on the case. So that's something that, basically is going to be part and parcel of the sort of Republican pushback on the case itself. We have the actual motion, recall, that was brought by one of the defendants, Roman. It's now been joined by Trump and one other. And Scott McAfee, the judge, will be hearing an evidentiary hearing on that in 2 weeks, and presumably will resolve what to do. Maybe he does nothing and says there's not enough here to affect the case. Maybe he says, Wade should step down. But whatever he does that would put an end to it, now this won't put an end to it, and that's the idea. We'll have continued. Today we have a hearing before the Special Committee on Investigations of the Georgia Legislature, et cetera, where they will be examining the credit card records of Fani, Willis, and the like. So it just makes it quite likely that even as this chapter closes, which might be for a while and might continue, as I say, we're not exactly sure, even though there's no direct legal link between the whole mess and the case. People will try to make one. Maybe even allies of Willis will say, you've got to do something pretty big and dramatic here. But whatever that is, the opposition will still stick around to continue to blow wind on the embers and make this not go away for Fani Willis. So she's starting with the new committee on Monday and the naming of the members. She starts what I think is going to be a long process of just, at best, having them kind of, on the sidelines, continually sort of agitating and hoping to make news in the whole process. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.